Santa Fe College Teaching Zoo is a place that inspires. We inspire the community with wildlife. We inspire the students in our program. We have students that have waited their entire lives to be zookeepers, and we get to make their dreams come true.
Zoos play so many roles in protecting our environment. We're an ark for so many species. Being educators is a huge part of that. We really need everybody doing just a little bit. We don't have to be perfect. A lot of that is just exposure and awareness. So many people don't really know the animals that they're sharing their backyards with. They don't know that when they buy a product at a store, they're affecting the livelihood of an animal oceans away. A big part of what we can do and what our animals do is they're ambassadors for their wild counterparts. And so they offer that opportunity for us to forge a connection. And then that's where we come in, where we speak for them, tell their story, and let them know that when you leave here today, something you do in your life tomorrow will make a difference for them.
The Zoo Animal Technology program is around 50 years, and it started as a way to train zookeepers in a modern professional way. Historically, zookeepers came in, they picked up poop, they fed animals, it was all good. Now we are a highly technological and highly trained career. This program has grown over the years to all of the things that we're doing with animal welfare, conservation, release of species, enrichment of species, all of the medical information that's needed to maintain these animals, the nutrition that's needed. So highly specialized program.
My favorite part of being a zookeeper is learning about different animals every day. I get to learn different parts of their behaviors. I get to work with mammals. I get to work with small and large animals. And it's really cool to see the differences between their behaviors, what they eat, what they like to do all day, and it's just a super interesting and very exciting thing to do. We have a large variety of animals. We have birds, we have large mammals, we have carnivores, we have the capuchin monkeys. You start out and then you end out at the reptile house. So as you go along the zoo, every turn is a different animal and they all have different stories. So we would love for you to come and to learn about them and to hear more about these guys.
Our students are responsible for everything here on grounds. They take care of the animals, educate the guests, they take animals out into the community, they build the exhibits, they do everything here that any zookeeper at any zoo would do. So they get the complete and total immersive experience.
So we got to make sure that our animals have food, obviously, because they're going to be hungry all the time. We also have to make sure they have water so they're hydrated. Enrichment, so we keep them entertained. We actually have a bald eagle here at the teaching zoo named River. She actually just turned 1 this past month. Her nest fell down during a storm and she hurt her wing, so actually a load-bearing bone in her wing, and it wasn't able to heal properly, so she won't ever be able to fly again, and this makes it very hard for a bald eagle because they're an aerial predator. They have to be able to hunt from the skies. We were able to provide a nice open space for her in a very fashionable way. We have her big nest in there and she raises her up to eye level.
It's amazing to have a zoo in a community as small as Gainesville is, and to have such a vibrant zoo and one that has a teaching component to it. The Santa Fe Teaching Zoo and Alachua County Public Schools do a lot of field trips, but my favorite thing that I get to do with the zoo is the Rotary Reading Safari. And we get to bring 50 kids, usually in non-COVID times, and the Rotary volunteers get to read with the students in small groups with the zookeeper, and then we get to walk around the zoo and learn stuff about the animals and see some of the animals up close, and occasionally we get to touch animals, and it's so fun.
So we are open every day of the week from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and we are open even during this time. We are asking you to wear your masks and be socially distant while you're here. We have lots of cleaning protocols on grounds, so the facility is completely safe for visitors. We just want people to come here, have a nice place to relax, be out in nature, connect with animals. It's an amazing opportunity for you to get out and really be part of this community again.
I love interacting with guests because when they come to the zoo, a lot of people are uninformed, or maybe there's things that they want to learn, and so we as zookeepers get to come and teach them those things. So they see a monkey and you get to tell them where they're from, what they like to do, and that kind of thing that gets them really interested.
We couldn't exist without our zookeepers, and so anyone that could help provide scholarships for our students so that they can get the best education they possibly can and make a difference for wildlife.
We want to connect with some of our corporate sponsors. There are ways for you to get involved. There's ways for you to help.
Any donations, every time you visit the zoo, 25 cents from your admission goes directly to wildlife conservation.
Admission is $8 for adults, $5 for children, but we also have a number of discounts available for UF or Santa Fe or frontline workers or medical staffs.
We have some people that frequent our zoo every single week, and that starts to add up. And so I highly always recommend our zoo membership.
We have big events every year pre-COVID, the big one being Boo at the Zoo, which again was a student-run event. Students designed it, students developed it, and what we do is we offer free trick-or-treating for the community, and we collect canned goods. So our website, www.sfcollege.edu/zoo. Up there you will find links to all the conservation work we're doing, links to how you can get involved, and there are links to contribute. We'd love you to come visit and see us here at the zoo, but if you can't and you still want to contribute, you can donate up there online. We're also on social media, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram.
Parents who are looking for activities at home during the pandemic that would provide some educational value, the zoo is definitely something that you should consider. It's outside, it's safe, everyone's coming here masked, but the kids get so much out of being out in nature and being around the animals, and it really does inspire their curiosity about nature and about the world around them, and you're able to enrich their vocabulary so much and just spark their imagination. So please consider coming to the zoo all the time, not just in the pandemic, but especially now when you're looking for activities to do outside.